this again. Hey y'all, happy New Year's. Right now it is New Year's Eve night and I just finished making up some hamburgers right quick, which are amazing. I'll have a recipe for those later because I do love my hamburger recipe. But I am making some sweet potato chips to go along with it. The chips, easiest thing in the world to make. All I did, I already chopped up I peeled the skin off of my sweet potatoes first and then just chop them up. I try to get them as close to like chip format circles as possible. And when I chop them, I try to give them a little, yeah, we'll eat in just a minute. I try to give them a little bit of extra thickness to it so that it'll crisp up real good and have a real good crunch to it. So now that I have that chopped up, I have a glass bowl here. Let me see if I can tilt y'all down some. There we go. So y'all can see as they get added. Because the recipe is easy. I just throw my chips in. I have my kitchen helper here with me. He, of course, is on the ground while I chop. But right now, during the easy parts, he likes to watch. I don't mind. Throw everything into just a little bowl here. Let's get this fella going. Y'all are sitting up on my toaster. That's what this situation is right there. So then I take some olive oil. It doesn't matter what kind of oil you use. This is just what I have here at my house. And use, we'll say that was about 4 teaspoons full this is 1 sweet potato, by the way. The recipe varies because sweet potatoes vary so much in size. But I use just a few shakes, 3 shakes. Was that 3 or 4? 3 or 4 shakes of pepper. And then to that, we're gonna add in, let's see, roughly about a tablespoon and a half of salt. There we go. Tablespoon and a half of salt to that. Again, the recipe varies based on your family and what y'all like. I think y'all know me by now. If you're watching my other recipes, a little sugar needs to go into this as well. And you don't do a crazy amount of sugar. It's nothing like that. It's just a little sprinkling. Let's see. But just to bring out the sweet factor of it. I like sweet potato fries that have just a little bit of sweet to it because I'm not going to do any fancy sauce or anything to it. Oh, I'm just mixing it up with my hand. If you're making it for other people, you can, or if you don't want to touch food or it's just for your house, you can use a spoon. I'm not, this is my house. But I like just ketchup with sweet potato fries, or sweet potato, excuse me, if it was sweet potato fries, ketchup would be fine with it. But because it's chips, there won't be any sauce to it. It doesn't need a ton of seasoning, a little salt, a little pepper, a little sugar, and our chips are gonna be ready. And then, because it already has the oil on it, the oil acts in 2 ways. It's gonna help it crisp up in the oven, get like a really good crispiness to it, but it's also gonna keep it from sticking to the bottom of the pan. So, 1 second, let me show y'all how I do this right here. Let me rinse this off my hands and I'll be back. Okay, so to this I got all of my sweet potato chips all mixed together real good, and I have a cookie sheet. To my cookie sheet, all I do is throw those chips on there. That is it. Throw the sweet potatoes on there. And I have my oven set. It's already preheated to 350. Now, with that going, if you just heat it up on one side, you're not gonna have a crispy chip. It's gonna be a little bit soggy. I want them full-blown chip format, just deliciousness. I want to do just something good tonight for dinner, good and simple. All you have to do, lay it out evenly over your cookie sheet. Now, let me move y'all 1 second. All right, hey. Now, I'm gonna throw that in the oven. I'm gonna put that in there for about 10, 15 minutes. I'm gonna watch it, just smell for it. Whenever you start to smell that, you'll smell like a browning. You'll smell it change, but I'm gonna put it in the oven 15 minutes tops. And at 15 minutes, I'm gonna take him, and he'll be on the ground by then, but take my little spatula and flip him over. When you flip them over, Then you're just gonna bake it for about 10 minutes. And after that, that's it. Done. You have fresh and delicious sweet potato chips. That's it. You know what? I'll bring y'all back as soon as I get them out. I'll show you. 1 second. All right, so I want you guys to see this. I'm just pulling them out of the oven and I have them turned over. The grease that you see, that's the olive oil that was on them. They smell amazing. Now, these are the ways, no matter how many you get, that you know for sure that they're on the right track. One, they're going to be, like your big ones are cooked all the way through. You flip all of them, but your big ones are just going to be soft on the first flip. And the small ones are already, look, already crisping up just like chips. Oh, already delicious. So, the ones that are done, like those, we'll get rid of those right quick. But the rest of them are gonna go and they taste amazing. So now these are all gonna go back in the oven for 15 more minutes and then they will be ready. You see, they're on their way. Like they just need to finish cooking up and crisping up and they'll be good to go. About another solid 15 minutes and they will be ready. They are done. Some of them did get toasty, but none of them are burnt. I know they look like it, but I promise they're not. It is time for us to eat. So I'm gonna wish y'all a happy new year and I'll see y'all later. Bye.